Reports are stating that Tottenham Hotspur Football Club are now considering Marcelo Bielsa and Rafa Benitez as the new Tottenham Hotspur head coach. Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg has come out and said that he feels guilty that Jose Mourinho was sacked. Harry Kane is sponsoring the Leyton Orient shirts again, and Spurs are lining up Anderson and Sabitzer as the first two summer signings, and a fair few players could be heading out of the door when the transfer window opens. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. In today's video, I'm going to be going through all of the Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports from the last 24 hours. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Let's start today's video by talking about two results in the Premier League from Thursday evening. Aston Villa 0, Everton 0, and Manchester United 2, Liverpool 4. Liverpool now go up to 5th in the Premier League. They now have 60 points from 35 matches. Spurs remain 7th in the Premier League. We have 56 points from 35 matches. 3 games to go for Spurs. 9 points up for grabs. Wolves at home, Aston Villa at home, and Leicester City away. A report has been published by the Daily Express, and they are stating that Tottenham set sights on 2 new signings, but new manager must approve transfers. Tottenham are already drawing up plans for the summer transfer window, despite focus on appointing a new manager. The report then states that Spurs will move for both Joachim Andersen and Marcel Sabitzer this summer, and that the club's new manager may ultimately have the final say over any deal. Spurs are set to attempt to overhaul their squad at the end of the season as Daniel Levy looks to oversee a rebuild following another difficult campaign. Tottenham are on course to finish outside of the top 4 for the second consecutive season, something that will also have an impact on their transfer budget. With that in mind, it's believed that Tottenham Hotspur will look to target cost-effective transfers while raising further cash through player sales. Several Spurs players are facing a defining few weeks at the club and could be moved on when the transfer window opens. Those include Eric Dyer, Davinson Sanchez, Eric Lamela and Serge Aurier. Later on in this report, it says that the Daily Express reported last month that Spurs were planning to sit down with Anderson's representatives. The Dane was previously a target during his time at Sampdoria before he moved to Lyon that summer. And Anderson is now on Tottenham's radar yet again following an impressive loan spell this season at Fulham despite their relegation from the Premier League. Anderson captained the Cottagers on a number of occasions this season and would bring some much needed leadership qualities to Tottenham's backline. The report then goes on to say that Sabitzer also has that in abundance, having captained RB Leipzig. He's a player that Spurs have been keen on in the past, and with his deal set to expire in 2022, RB Leipzig may now have to cash in. The Austrian has already talked up a move to the Premier League, telling Kicker that he can imagine it a lot. Marcel Sabitzer is versatile and tactically flexible and can play in both midfield and attack. Former Rangers defender Andy Halliday has come out and said that Tottenham midfielder Harry Winks very nearly signed for them in the summer of 2016. Andy Halliday is quoted in the Scottish Sun newspaper and said, "I remember doing a warm-up and Harry Winks came in for the day. He didn't train though. I think everything was agreed and he was coming anyway. He was at the training ground being shown around. He didn't train. A day later, it didn't happen. He stayed at Tottenham Hotspur." These pictures of the new Tottenham Hotspur home shirt for the 2021-2022 season have been leaked online, and reports are now stating that Tottenham Hotspur Football Club will wear these shirts this season in our final home game of this season in the Premier League against Aston Villa next week. Tottenham star Harry Kane is sponsoring Leyton Orient shirts yet again for the 2021-2022 season. Harry Kane tweeted the following on Thursday: "Delighted to be supporting Mind Charity again for the 2021-2022 season. Mental health has never been more important, and Mind Charity are a brilliant charity who provide incredible support for those who need it." At the start of the week, Harry Kane put this tweet out: "Delighted to be sponsoring Leyton Orient's kits again next season. The home shirt is dedicated to the Tommy Club, a fantastic cause for our country's veterans." A report has been published by the Daily Star, and they are stating that Harry Kane's Tottenham exit depends on Pep Guardiola and Erling Haaland. Manchester City remain the only team in the hunt for Spurs talisman Harry Kane after Manchester United and PSG offer key man new contracts. A report has been published by the Daily Star, and they are stating that Harry Kane's Tottenham exit depends on Pep Guardiola and Erling Haaland. Manchester City remain the only team in the hunt for the Spurs talisman Harry Kane after Manchester United and PSG offer key men new contracts, but it now depends on the availability of Erling Haaland. The report then states that Tottenham Hotspur fans may be in for a welcome boost if in-demand Erling Haaland gets his dream move to Manchester City. Spurs talisman Harry Kane had looked set to leave in the summer, but according to the Sun newspaper, only Manchester City remain serious contenders for his signature. The England captain's £150 million price tag has deferred Manchester United, who have just extended Cavani's contract and will not pay more than £90 million to bring in a new striker. While Kane would be a like-for-like replacement for outgoing City legend Sergio Aguero, Pep Guardiola would rather spend his summer budget on Borussia Dortmund frontman Erling Haaland. A report has been published by the Football Insider, and they are stating that Tottenham are weighing up moves for Rafa Benitez and Leeds United boss Marcelo Bielsa amid a shift in their new manager hunt. Proven Premier League calibre and experience of managing a top-level club are emerging as desirable attributes for Spurs as they narrow down their shortlist of candidates and prepare for interviews in the coming days. The Tottenham board have missed out on many of those on their initial long list, including Julian Nagelsmann, and have now given up hope of luring Brendan Rodgers from Leicester City. A Spurs source has told the Football Insider that the club have suffered complications in luring well-established Premier League managers. This report then says that Marcelo Bielsa falls into that category, although he has only signed one-year contract since taking over at Leeds in 2018, and his current deal is close to expiring. The Argentinian manager, 65, has publicly stated his enthusiasm for staying on at Elland Road and has revealed the immense value he places on the club, the fans and the job he already has. Nevertheless, that won't stop Tottenham sounding him out at a time when his hugely impressive debut Premier League campaign could end up in a top 10 finish. This report then goes on to talk about Rafa Benitez. Benitez, 61, would be easier to entice as he has not been attached to a club since quitting Chinese outfit Dalian Professional in January after just 18 months. The Spaniard, whose main family home is in England, is said to be keen on the Tottenham job as well as a return to the Premier League. As a Champions League and a Europa League winner who has also won 2 La Liga titles and the UEFA Cup on his CV, Benitez is also highly decorated. He would provide more security to the Londoners and their supporters than younger candidates such as Fulham boss Scott Parker, 40, and 47-year-old Belgian manager Roberto Martinez. Since Jose Mourinho has taken over at AS Roma, there has been lots of media reports published stating that he will come in for Tottenham defender Eric Dyer. Well, Fabrizio Romano, the Italian journalist, has come out and said, just to clarify about Jose Mourinho, there is nothing between Roma and Tottenham Hotspur for Eric Dyer. So that is fake news. Another report out in the last 24 hours about the possibility of Serge Aurier leaving Tottenham Hotspur Football Club this summer for French club Paris Saint-Germain. This report is out from Foot Mercato, and they are stating that talks between the player and his team and PSG are accelerating. Serge Aurier is likely to cost around £10 million, with PSG technical director Leonardo seemingly keen for the move to happen. Reports are stating that Serge Aurier will be offered a 4-year contract, and while Spurs Supremo Daniel Levy has not received a firm offer, talks between the two clubs have taken off. Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg has come out and said that he feels guilty that Jose Mourinho was sacked by Spurs. He said it was a pity, of course, but I also thought it was the mechanisms of football. The afternoon after he was fired, it was a shame, or not because it's bad for many in this world, but I felt for him. I felt guilty as a player. He is not fired because the team performs top, but because there must be changes, and there were things they were not happy with. That way, there was a sense of guilt as a player. I had a really good chat with him before he left, and I said goodbye. He gave me good words and advice along the way. He said I could always write or call. Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg then went on to say, I wrote to him when I got home just to manifest my thanks. So that way, I was incredibly grateful that I was allowed to have a coach who had won it all. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do put all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Stay safe and well. I'll see you on the next video. Until then, come on you Spurs.